No. Scandal, scandal, scandal. Less cattle or less bull, more cattle, or less cattle, more bull, whatever. Let me tell you, scandal is gearing up for another hurricane. Okay, so we just came off of a little roller coaster, episodes 1 through 4. Now we're gearing up again, getting ready to figure out what this whole thing about Mama, we'll say Mama Pope, okay? So, let me see where I'm gonna start off. Carrie. Oh, first of all, Kerry Washington, aka Olivia Pope, congratulations on your pregnancy, girl. You are glowing and you are doing it, and I am so happy for you and your husband. So I hope that they worked your storyline of being pregnant into Scandal, because that would be fabulous. Just that would be scandalous. But I don't know if you want to do that. So anyways, if they're asking you to do it, please agree to it, because we gladiators need that. We need to know if it's going to be a Fitz baby or a Jake baby. Anyways, so we start off this episode with Olivia having dinner. Dinner's back on with Eli, her daddy. And she's basically going to him. She's telling him that, you know, basically, I can't win with you. People come up missing, which they do, or hurt or dead anytime I start asking questions with you. So I'm just gonna stop asking questions, and, you know, I'm gonna chew my food. What'd she say? I'm chewing my food, and then I'm gonna go home, and that's what my mother would have wanted me to do. And Eli did a little low blow and was like, are you sure that's what your mama would have wanted you to do? And it's just like they went back and forth with verbiage on her mother. So that was foreshadowing, because that's the first time that Eli has actually said something in reference to her mother besides her mother passing. So I figured the storyline was gonna loop back around. It was foreshadowing to something bigger, which it did. So those of you who don't know, I'll tell you right now, again, I'm Angie Ray, I'm an actor, so a lot of the things that I discuss will be from an actor's viewpoint, but also from a Scandal fan as well. So I have opinions on both sides of the coin. Anyways, so then they cut to Jake is on the phone with Huck. And guess where Jake is at? At Eli's house. Yes. Eli must have got there with Godspeed, because right after he left that dinner, he was in his driveway and Jake was stealing some files off his desktop. Now, Eli ain't no fool. He knows somebody's in his home, because a trained killer knows that, okay? And Jake knew he was pushing the envelope, but him and Huck are determined to figure out what Operation Remington is, why the president was involved, where he really was, because they figured that he really was not the pilot on Remington. So if he wasn't the pilot on Remington, where was he? So that's kind of like the whole subplot. Okay, so then they cut to Cyrus, and every time I see Cyrus I laugh, because Cyrus, you know, Cyrus is coming with some drama. So him and Mellie are sitting in the Oval Office, and they got some dude named Leo they're trying to get to spearhead the president's campaign. And Leo was like, this is a nice office and such, but I don't work for losers. And they were like, what? He was like, yeah, I don't work for losers. And right now, y'all smell like y'all are losing. The president's a loser. He needs some good loving, something. He can't tame his cobra. And I don't work for losers. And I'm like, Leo got some, okay, I might like Leo, because he just said, and I know what y'all doing. Y'all trying to get me to cover, like, I guess, like, fill in Olivia's spot, but I don't even want it, because I don't work for losers. And Leo dipped, and I was like, okay, well then, all right, Leo. So Cyrus is looking a little perturbed. So then we cut to Lisa and Carrie. Whew. Lisa Kudrow, Kerry Washington, Olivia Pope, and Josie. Now, I have to make a correction. I thought that Lisa Kudrow's character, when she was shown in episode 3, was like a newscaster, but she wasn't. She was a congresswoman. Okay, so now it makes more sense. Sorry, Don't judge me. Anyways, so Lisa hires Carrie, Olivia, to spearhead her campaign because she wants to run for president. But there's this one little glitch. You remember what I told y'all last time, that Cyrus' crazy self had dug up the fact that she had a baby out of wedlock, and when she was 15 years old. Well, come to find out, her sister runs, works with her, and her sister is really her daughter, okay? And so I'm just like, this has sound very Maury, and I was like, okay, very Maury and Jerry Springer-ish. Like, it's just like, okay, what? That's her daughter? So she had them going off to Montana after she hired Olivia Pope and Associates to basically quiet anybody up there. To basically, there's like 5 people up there who knew about her business, and just to kind of shut them up. So is it me, or did everybody else think like, dang, they paid like at least 10 G's to all those 5 people, so 50 G's, right? So if you fast forward, y'all wasted $50,000, because she ended up saying at the press conference that she had the baby anyway, because at the urging of Olivia Pope, Olivia was like, they're about to come for you with all their presidential might. So you might as well just go ahead and fess up and say you had this baby and capture the hearts of America. That's what she did. Then she turned around, she fired Olivia, talking about, oh, you just ruined the relationship that I had. The only meaningful relationship I had after she captured the hearts of America. And she's like, and you're fired. And that's that mess I don't like. You came to me asking me to help you win a presidential election, which I already have proven myself to do with President Grant that's currently in office, and you have the audacity to fire me? Oh, no. Girl, if I have the opportunity, I'm going to have the last word, and that Miss Pope did. Okay, so we fast forward. They're in Montana. Okay, so Quinn, they're in the car, and Abby is talking to David, and she's being kind of scandalous, kind of just raunchy with her talk. And I'm just like, Abby, it's 3 more people in this truck, right? So I'm gonna need you to be a lady and keep that type of bedroom talk to yourself, because anybody got time for all that. And so then Huck is on the phone with Jake, and here go Quinn, because she ain't got nobody to talk to. Harrison ain't messing with near one. Harrison is driving, and Quinn goes, who you talking to? And Huck was like, nobody. Like, Quinn, you're gonna get enough of asking these questions. And you know what? I think Quinn is done asking questions for a little while, because she done found herself a new fix. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So Quinn is grounded per Huck, because Huck done told him, everybody, that Quinn was following him around to his AA meetings, I guess, and that she's basically too nosy, and she needs to go ahead and be on punishment. So she's grounded. So they made her go to the hardware store and I guess get all their little equipment that they needed. They pull up to some seedy motel room that is missing all the letters, and it looked like somebody died, gave birth, was buried. It just looks a hot mess. I wouldn't lay my head on anything in that motel. I would just have to recline the truck back, and I would have to sleep in the Navigator, because it just looked that seedy. And I'm really surprised at Olivia Pope and Associates. Well, the Pope and Associates, the Gladiators, because it's like, are you guys not gonna I don't get it. Like, there's some type of quality concern that I've had there, and that's just my personal thing, but they didn't stay too long in that hotel, so that's great. Here come Ethan. Y'all know I love me some Ethan. So Ethan, they're at the baby daddy's, Josie, which is Lusa Kudra's character, they're at her baby daddy's house trying to bribe him, and he's like, no deal. They're giving him $10,000 in the briefcase, saying, yeah, we don't want you to open up that can of worms, so just continue to keep your mouth shut. Here's 10 G's. You can cut your work week in half. What we know, yada yada yada. He goes, oh, no deal. So he was like, so where do you work at? And he was like, at a factory. They're like, oh, you suited up for a factory. And so then out the side of at the side of the eye, I think Harrison's eye or Abby's eye, here come the president's dogs, which is Cyrus's dog, Ethan. Well, everybody knows Ethan ain't too dang on smart, so they sent Abby out there to intimidate Ethan and the newscaster, and they did. Abby was like, I will guarantee you a presidential spot, first story or whatever. That little Montana newscaster or whatever was like, hell yeah, I'm about to go ahead and take that story because ain't nothing happening in Montana. Sorry, Ethan. Like, this is Olivia Pope and Associates. I know I'm gonna get me some type of a great interview. So they had the baby daddy go up there on television and was saying that he don't know that he doesn't kiss and tell. And then we cut to Cyrus. Cyrus is boiling. He is fuming. Ethan called Cyrus and he was like, sir, Cyrus ain't say nothing. That's how mad Cyrus was. And you know Cyrus usually at this point, he's smashing phones, he's screaming, and Cyrus, Ethan, stupid self was like, sir, I can hear you breathing. Say something. Say something. You know, he's like, yes, you can hear me breathing because I'm trying not to, I'm trying not to get a heart attack. And I'm like, yes, Cyrus. Cyrus must have heard us gladiators screaming to the screens to please take it easy. He must have took heed to that and was like, I'm not about to raise my blood pressure, but it didn't work because he was already fuming. He was like, basically, Ethan, what happened? Why am I watching the baby daddy say that he doesn't kiss and tell on the television from the White House? Ethan was like, we got poked, sir. Really, Shonda Rhimes? Are y'all trying to do a hashtag? Hashtag poked? Y'all think y'all slick, but it worked. So I'll be hashtagging this video poked. Okay? So then we have, let's see. Jake and the president playing basketball. And did you guys catch how the president was like, yeah, I played with LeBron James and he took it easy on me? And I'm just like, you ain't never played with LeBron James, okay? That's Shonda writing that. It's all good though, because I believed it, and I know LeBron was probably sitting in his house or getting some type of tweets talking about, oh snap, President Grant just mentioned you. People, y'all. So anyways, there's a lot of plugs going on. So they're playing basketball, and I know Fitz ain't trying to hoop, but Jake hooped him. Jake was playing dirty, and he was like, basically they're trying to figure out why he called, like, who is snooping around? What are y'all doing? What's Remington? Jake is trying to figure out what's going on, and he was like, you were only supposed to protect her. Of course, Olivia got the president's nose wide open, so he was like, Jake was like, I'm not talking about Olivia. Now, you could take that as a viewer one or two ways. That he's insinuating that this discussion is not open to discuss Olivia, which I don't know, I kind of took it for initially, but then the way that he delivered it was like, I'm not talking about Olivia, like I'm talking about something else. So I'm not sure how they wanted us to perceive that, but I guess y'all doing y'all job, because I'm confused at what he meant by that. I think he meant a little bit of both, whatever. And so then, oh, he took his shirt off. Y'all know I'm team Jake. Jake was fine. I just wanted to take a little water hose and just spray him down in his kitchen. He was so fine. So, let's see. Where else am I at? Let's talk about this secret Fitz phone. Olivia comes back from mind you, Olivia got this fire black and white checker dress on. I forgot the name of the designer, but they were talking about her all last week, and that was what everybody was waiting to see. Now, when I tell you Olivia was fierce and she was beat to the gods, yes, okay, I'm talking about fierce, runway ready. Now, you could tell she was pregnant she's pregnant, but not so much. If you're not looking, then you can't tell. But the way she worked that dress, especially when she was sitting talking to Mellie. Oh, let's talk about Mellie and Olivia, the love triangle. So the president is before the little dinner that they're about to have, he calls Olivia on the secret phone that Jake was asking her about, because Jake was in her office stealing some type of information, and she caught him right before he was about to leave, and he was like, oh, I came looking for you, but I went to your house, but you weren't there, and so I figured you might be here. And I'm just like, but you put something in your breast pocket, so you're lying. See, I caught that, and Jake would have been a dead man, or Jake would have been on the floor. I would have snatched his jacket off, and I would have figured out what he had in his jacket, because don't sit up here and lie to me in my office. Now, you need to tell me what you're doing in my office, Jake. But anyways, I digress. So then she's like, I forgot my phone, and she had her iPhone or her Windows phone or whatever in her hand. He was like, it's in your hand. And she was like, oh, but she didn't say, oh, my other phone. He was like, oh, you mean your fifth secret phone? And she was just like, she didn't say nothing, because she's like, I'm gonna be quiet. I've learned that being quiet gets me out of a whole lot, which is true. So she's quiet, and he's like, let me go out, let me take you for a burger. What is it with Jake and these burgers? Like, last time he was like, let's go out for a burger. I don't know what happened to him in that hole, but he just wants to eat burgers all the time. Do you see Olivia's figure? Does she look like she eat burgers all the time? And she's like, oh, okay. And so she tosses the phone into the garbage can. And I'm just like, good and well, after y'all eat that burger, she gonna come right back and get that phone, because that phone ain't going nowhere. Sure enough, she was sitting there drinking wine, and I'm just thinking, in my head, I was like, Olivia, side note, Kerry Washington, Scandal writers, everybody knows she's pregnant now, so y'all gonna have to have her drinking something else other than wine, because it ain't gonna sit too right with, her alluding to the fact that she's drinking wine and her actually being pregnant in reality. So y'all need to go ahead and work the pregnancy into the storyline and have her drinking some orange juice or some apple juice or some water, because she can't drink wine no more. Sorry, I'm just saying. So she's drinking the wine, and the president calls. Child, they were talking. He was like, I'm hiding from Mellie. You ain't hiding. You don't have to hide from Mellie. You told Mellie right in her face that you love Olivia, so you could just sit and talk to your jump off right in front of Mellie's face. So she's like, I just retrieved the phone out of the garbage. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm just like, y'all are stupid. You guys are you're getting on my nerves right now. Like, shut up, get to the point. So what's good? So he was like, I don't know. She's like, who's vetting your jokes? He was like, I'm vetting my jokes. She's like, but you're not funny. Oh, yes I am. I'm just like, shut up. Like, really, seriously. So go ahead and give him some jokes, fix his situation, be the fixer that you're gonna do anyway, and then go to the dinner, which she did. She did all of that. But Mellie's over here eavesdropping. So she's like, so I still can't get rid of Olivia Pope. Okay, so my husband seems happy hiding from me. I guess I'm gonna have to get this Olivia Pope girl back on the team, even though she's my husband's jump off. I don't trust Mellie, because I side-eye Mellie, because I know Mellie can't stand Olivia. But Mellie is a hell of an actor, so whatever she's doing, she's determined to be in the White House for another 4 years, whatever it takes. So they go to the dinner. Olivia's looking fierce. They got the little Secret Service boy, y'all know who I'm talking about, sitting there eyeing Olivia. Jake's like, go ahead and go. Cause, she had the audacity to be like, take me to the dinner. This Olivia to Jake. And Jake was like, hell no, I'm not gonna take you to the White House dinner. And she was like, take me to the dinner. He's like, oh, okay. I'm just like, what is it? Olivia, you must got that bomb, because you got these boys wide open. I'm talking about wide open. Open field, open. So he takes her and he was like, I'm not gonna have you, making a fool out of me. She was like, I'm not making a fool out of you. Yes, you are, Olivia. You're using that boy. She dressed so fierce, but the dressing, the way you were dressed up, it was not for Jake. It was for the president. So the little Secret Service boy, he's sitting in the cut, and that's her cue to go meet the president real quick. So she walks into the hotel room like she's getting ready to tackle the president, and here come Mellie, and I'm just like, yes! Mellie she's like, Olivia, it was so nice that you could join me. And I was just like, Mellie, you are giving me life. So she's like, I like your new boyfriend. Is he married? Oh, the shade, Mellie, the shade. Yes, the shade was everything. Mellie and Olivia got mad and was like, in her dress, because that's the type of dress that you could really be fierce in. And so Mellie was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. It just came out of the wrong way. Yes, you did. You meant everything you said, Mellie, but that's okay, girl, because you getting your little slick shots in, and that's what you're supposed to do, Mellie. So Mellie basically convinces Olivia. She's feeding Olivia. He breathes, you know, we need you to come back, and we need you to run our campaign for Fitz so he can win it the right way this time, and that it's not finagled. And you know, he doesn't breathe without you, and he's half a man. He's not even alive when you're not around, and please, we need you. And I'm just like, okay, it was art. You could have just asked her and that was it. You know, she would have came on board anyway, but you keep like feeding her all these accolades, and it was becoming a little sickening. So I was like, okay, Mellie, cut it out. That's enough. Just ask the girl to come work for you, and that's it. But that's why I think Mellie got something up her sleeves. All right, so let's just go. I think we're starting to wind down. Oh, Mellie. Yeah. So we already did Mellie. And Abby is playing with David's emotions. Apparently she didn't want to go to the dinner with him, and she lied and got caught. He was like, oh, you still in my Montana, on the cell phone. She was like, yeah, I'll be up here for another 24 hours. And then he's sitting right there in her door. He was like, oh, for real? And I'm just like, you didn't hear him come in? Like, really, Abby? Really? So, kind of find out her ex-husband, who used to beat the hell out of her, was at the correspondence dinner, so that's why she didn't go, and they made up, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, whatever. Like, just tell the truth, Abby, because you about to lose your man, and, you know, folks out here who ain't got no man, so, you know, whoop-de-whoop. Alright, so, winding down. Then the last thing that I want to talk about is the very end. How about they find out, Jake is pissed at Olivia because he thinks that at the correspondence dinner, he thinks that Olivia and the president did something. So he's lit the hell up, and he was like, goodbye, Olivia. I don't play second fiddle to nobody. I was like, okay, Jake, I'm looking at you side-eye because I know you mean that, but I know that you'll also be right there when Olivia needs you in a second, because it's that good. So he leaves her. You know, he wants to have some dignity about himself, and I'm just like, that's a man's man. Yes, Jake, yes. So he leaves, and she goes back to her house or whatever. Then they find out Huck is sitting at Jake's house when Jake gets home. He's like, I thought I sent you home. He was like, yeah, but I think I just put two and two together. I think I figured out why the president wasn't on Remington. And he was like, why? Because he had another mission, and he was forced to shoot down this 757 plane. And he was like, okay, so what's the big deal? And he was like, look at the passengers list. They look at the list, and Olivia Pope's mama's name is on the top of the list. And Jake is like, no. And Huck is like, yes. And so they cut to both of them again standing in front of Olivia's door, and Olivia's like, what? So that's my review, y'all. I don't know what they about to do next episode, because I don't know how she would feel when she finds out that, you know, that her baby, her boo, killed her mama. I don't know what's going on. Y'all, I'm confused. But anyways, let me know if you like this review. It went a little bit over, but I had to cover everything. I took a little bit of notes, so that's why y'all see me looking down, because this was just so good. I really didn't want to lose anything. Oh, one more thing. So Lisa Kudrow's Josie, she comes back and was like, I need you, just thinking about what you said, and I want you back on the team. And Olivia was like, I'm not the person for you. And I'm just like, see, that's what you get, Josie, Lisa Kudrow, for acting so quickly and trying to fire a sister. That's that crap right there. So, oh, and Quinn, I know I had one more thing. Quinn ain't gonna be asking too many more questions anymore because she done found her new self a little toy. Quinn got a gun. So now I guess the Quinn murderous spree is gonna begin. Can't wait to see that, because everybody's telling Quinn to shut up, and she do need to shut up, but she don't have nothing else to do now. So I guess they're gonna start showing her killing folks. So anyways, again, I'm Angie Ray. Let me know what y'all thought. This is episode 5 review. Follow me on Twitter at ANJIRAY. Subscribe, like and comment to this video. And like I always say, you don't have to do near one of them things, and just come back next week. All right? Thank you so much, guys. Love you. Bye, boos. You better work it.